yeah. I was over there, and then I was like,
So
oh,
why
my
didn't the kid
God.
go to college,
I
though?
don't know, man. Why you so naked, baby girl? So then I turned the camera off. Oh, welcome to We
That's bad producing on your part, Gardner.
Are Live.
Great color scheme, might I say. I just
look
wanted
at
to
us.
commend you on your color scheme today. For the first time in 4 years, we match on a show.
Look at we're brothers. Why am I so short? Hey, what the hell?
Because Gardner won't take 7 seconds to adjust a camera.
Hey,
that
why am
somebody
I
moves.
shorter than Chris? Y'all making me look
That's it,
small.
right in the stream.
Is this to cut off my fat ass?
We had a
this is-
pre-show meeting about your weight.
Smart. Thank you. My mom appreciates it.
Yeah, that's your blood
Why
pressure.
you ain't going to the gym? You was in New York. You did all that walking, not 1 pound. Like, mama.
Hey, it's Chris Denman, Travis Schroetz. We are live. We're live from Midcoast Studio in Grand Center. Big thanks to everybody for tuning in. Big show on tap today. It's going to the dogs. Our featured partner for Happiest Hour tomorrow night, Young Professionals at Gateway Pet Guardians, VP Teresa Voss, joining us in studio with adoptable Alonzo, the dog.
Oh, we're bringing dogs in today?
Joining us to play some dogs on film with Dr. Ed from Hillside Animal Hospital. But first, let's say hi to our stream queen, Scooter King, Chris Gardner.
Good morning, gentlemen. And good morning.
Yeah, throw it
Walnuts.
up, Gardner. There it is.
Throw it up high. You're
Throw it up.
riding high today.
Yeah, throw it
He
up.
literally,
There you
his
go.
scooter literally has a taller ride height than other scooters.
wait.
He's King Turd of Shit Mountain. Look out.
The scoot arrived?
Yeah, it's in the lobby area.
If you check the We
do
Are
we call
Live
that?
Radio Instagram stories, Gardner literally scooting around the office on the new e-move
I'm
scooter.
never going to walk again.
Nice. I'm so proud of you. You were like, it happened. Did you see the tracking? You got your tracking information on Monday, didn't you?
During the show yesterday, he was flipping out as
Yeah.
Carly and I were hanging out, and he was worried he was going to get dropped off without a signature, or he'd have to wait another 3 days because it required his signature. What an emotional day, but it all
Yeah.
pays off. Chris Gardner, your thoughts?
I was still here, and then the
Nice.
FedEx guy called. Yeah, I'm at the front door, and I'm like, I'm not going to be there for 20 to 30 minutes. And he's like, well, I'll stop back by in 40 minutes. I'm like, well, how kind of you.
Mm-hmm.
So then I wrapped up here real quick and headed home, sat outside, waited for him, and
Like Christmas
unpacked
morning.
my e-move touring.
Now, was this an IKEA situation where you had to bolt together all the scooting materials?
Nope.
It was just
You had to like tighten up a few things or loosen up a few things, kind of
based
find the
on
right
your
tension.
adjustments. Okay.
Yeah. So I'd spent about an hour doing that, and I'm still fiddling with a few things, trying to find the right
You'd make a good fiddler.
right height for the handlebars and stuff
So
like
you're
that.
a legitimate rebel because you can now take this to Forest Park and speed limit be damned. You can take it to the moon. Look at him. Look at him.
Maybe.
You are indeed the rebel. There aren't a lot of people, especially in the Central West End Forest Park area, that would defy the law the way that Chris Gardner is currently doing. I am,
Haven't
how do I
yet.
say, impressed?
Haven't yet. I'm hoping they
I
ticket me.
I tell you what, Gardner, I will say this. You are working towards what my community is doing, a special edition black card.
The menthols got him in the door.
Yeah.
The black, it is all black.
Oh my
All black
God.
scooter.
Is it black on black?
Stealth black is the color name.
Oh, my. Somebody is
Stealth
really.
black, Travis's favorite porn star.
Oh, man. She can do a push-up.
It's quick.
Oh.
Happens
Oh.
quick.
I see what you did there.
I don't know.
But okay. Okay, Gardner. I like this. I
Yeah.
like this. I like this. Are you going to get a tattoo?
Ooh, good question. I would have get the gang first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I think that I'm automatically going to be a leader of a scooter gang.
Makes sense.
People will gravitate towards me simply because my scooter will go faster in the park than others. And so I've automatically, organically in a way, asserted my dominance. And I just have to be careful how I wield my power.
That's
the
true.
responsibility you
I
get
hate-
with power.
Boy, I be wielding power all over the place sometimes.
That's why you should never really be a leader.
No, I'm not.
I think I can.
I'm even a terrible follower. I don't even know what to be.
I'm compassionate, sympathetic, empathetic. So I try to take that all into account when leading. And so much so that it'll hurt me inside at times.
I'm looking forward to the reactions you're going to end up, here's the thing is, you're going to end up in the paper because Gertrude's going to be at the park with the rest of her Golden Girls. You're going to scoot on by whizzing, zzz, and they're going to be confused because they just read in the paper that those scooters have to go below a speed limit when they're in the park. So when they see you with those silver locks flowing, that carte blanche T-shirt blowing, they're going to be like, there's Chris Gardner going.
Yeah. I think one thing is wrong with what you said.
Okay.
But you said it in a way that made it, have a point.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to be the Gertrudes
Okay.
and the Golden Girls. It's going to be the Lance Armstrong types.
Ooh, now they're a different breed because they have representation as well. I know you have a dream team, but it's generally, people on bikes. They are either attorneys themselves or they too have a dream team. Are you ready for that confrontation?
I've been waiting for this my whole life.
Oh, doctor.
I've been waiting for this.
The Great White War is underway.
Yes, e-scooters versus cyclists.
This is it. This is going to be who's
going
going
to get any whiter.
No, it does not. Who is going to represent the white community?
Can you imagine what Cocktoberfest is going to be like this year?
It's on the line. I don't know. It's on the line. But I am rooting for you.
Thank you.
I'm so happy for you right now.
I had it on a slight downhill at about 42 kilometers per hour this morning. So
42 kilometers. He's talking like the Europeans.
about 24.
Hanging out with
25.
John 10 feet behind us at By Jack.
Yeah. And then he said, we don't use kilometers per hour. We use
That's how he said it.
Like, now, excuse me.
my vacation in Tuscany. Blah, 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 blah.
Excuse me, why I go ruin my teeth again?
God save the queen.
Like, well,
blah, 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 blah.
We're a colonizer. We like it.
Speaking of Queen, they're the best.
Yeah, you know what the difference between England and the U.S. is simply something about motorcycles. That and, you have a monarchy.
Did you know Sean Connery used to beat women?
You just found that out.
I
Scotland.
said-
They're going to say thank you for being a friend
Britain.
from our
Good
friend
Britain.
Matt.
I see what he did there.
So, legitimately, you are going to stick out quite a bit.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's so dope. I just
even-
hope. Oh, I can't wait till you piss people
Somehow
off.
I'll stick out in stealth black.
Nice.
Wait, I just said that wrong. Let me try that again.
Okay.
Somehow I'll stick out in stealth black.
Nice. This is my contribution to the culture. You're welcome.
Which culture? And do they know about this?
Probably don't.
Is the culture aware?
No, they are not.
Could I do a Twitter poll maybe for Black Twitter? Who would you pick in a fight? 10,000 cyclists or 10,000 e-scooterists?
Yes. I will retweet the hell out of that.
Yeah.
Yes, let's do that.
It's a good Black Twitter
You
poll.
think big, big cycling's mouthpiece, Scott Ogilvy, will weigh in on the poll?
Probably not.
I'll tag him. Fix that real quick.
That's a pretty simple solution there.
Want to get a hold of somebody, take control of their ego.
I only tag one person normally. Mama.
How's this?
Josh Hawley.
How about social media etiquette? So we've got the comedy show that I'll tell you more about in a little bit. If you tag someone, I meant to tag their media organization, but I tagged them. But I couldn't say that because then it just looks like I'm lying. But they sent me a very polite message that said, "Hey, don't tag me in images that aren't me. Thank you." Would you take the time to do that?
It depends.
I would never.
It depends on if the conversation's going to keep
It was
going
quite
because-
polite and very fine, and I understood it.
What was the image?
Promo for our comedy show.
It depends on if
Was
people...
the individual
In which they aren't a part of, but they're a part of the district in the area and
Got you.
promoting the arts and stuff.
Got you.
I meant to tag their organization,
Zation.
but they have a very catchy name. It's a
Got
very
you.
memorable name, and I was just like, I guess I just tagged it. But then if you're like, oh, I didn't mean to tag, yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Did you mean to tag it?
No, not their personal. Yeah, because they're not going to
Right.
do anything about it. Good talk. Glad we could discuss that.
No, I think if it was done professionally, I understood why they would do that.
You would? Well, you're the wrong person to ask.
Yeah.
You are a Twitter diva.
I am a little bit of a diva when it comes to stuff.
Is your account still protected?
It is presently protected until certain
Because of the
decisions are made.
processes. Have you called Tony Cavallero about how to get a foot in the door there?
No. Well, here's the thing. I don't know the same people Tony knows, but I know the same people in the same circle.
Right, because he was important in the star of a
Yeah,
show
yeah.
on the network
Yeah,
for
he was
several
like
years.
several years. He was the face of an actual television
Someday
show.
you could put your black ball in Adam Devine's face.
One day.
My God, that was so funny.
What an honor that would be.
That wall bump came through.
Literally.
Mm-hmm.
Literally came through. Came through every inch of those boxers.
Stop saying came.
You know,
okay?
well, it came through. Yeah, sorry.
That camera angle is so
That's
good.
It's a
If
good
you're not
show.
watching Righteous Gemstones, start now. That's great.
I think we talked about this before when it comes to HBO. Everyone had the big question as to how will they follow up Game of Thrones. And I think a lot of us here were like, well, you're HBO. They're going to find a way. They always have. They found something after The Sopranos. They found something after The Wire. So it made sense. And I am enjoying the back-to-back hours.
They found something after Arliss.
They did. Yes, I think it was Oz. Was it Oz? Probably.
yeah, Oz was good,
Oz was
especially
good.
for the time. It was pretty.
Oz
Found
at the
something
table.
after Tales from the Crypt.
Yes, they did. And now they have the Righteous Gemstones and Secession, and those are two.
They
of
found something after Taxi Cab Confessions
HBO. Did they? What
and Real Sex.
do they don't even show that kind of content anymore. Not that from what I've heard.
Oh.
But I've heard. But Righteous Gemstones, I think they're perfect for their times too. What are the two institutions that cause the most consternation currently in this country? Some would say the rise of organized religion and, of course, multi-billionaire media moguls. And I think Secession, of course, does a great job of describing the current state of media culture in this country. And the Righteous Gemstones, again, another great satirical look at organized religion. And they're so damn therapeutic. Danny McBride gets it. They're I don't know. It's not even them attacking these institutions. It's just mocking them for what they are. Like, I think like the Righteous Gemstones does it so well in that I don't need you to show all the extravagance because the idea that there is extravagance, it's silly enough. So
You're representing someone who made their name on giving to the poor, helping the worst of the worst, and preaching all that is good.
right.
As you manipulate a system where you don't pay taxes and everyone else does, and take advantage of people at their most morally vulnerable, it's the most disgusting thing on the planet.
What if I ran on the platform that I was going to take away the tax exemption for all religions?
I'd vote for you 7
And how
times.
much money would it then create?
Do you know if you just got property tax?
But think about how funny would that be if you were working hand in hand. You could have been working hand in hand with the organized religion too.
Oh, wait, we can't pay for health care? Oh, okay.
I got a 1% tax on churches that'll fix that tomorrow. Now, then you get into it. Well, then it's just like, well, what does that do? Does that force them to be fiscally responsible? I'll
they
tell you
find
what.
a way to
there's
be
my-
like a
there's
nonprofit
The Catholic
stuff
Church
and-
in my town. There's a man who runs 6 banks. That's their treasurer. There is no non-strategy with that. I guess the point is, you have. Do you force them? Like, because I'm going to say the word intrinsically for the first time on this show.
There you go.
Intrinsically, you have an admission that organized religion can be very good for the masses. Like, it can chill people out. It gives gives people hope, takes away despair, and then there's a lot of good community. There's a lot of good community to that.
Well,
I don't
yeah.
think they need free to make that happen.
Yeah.
That's the fact that you see that, and then maybe mandatory prison terms if a preacher drives anything nicer than a Toyota Camry. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, why? If you get to grift off of, like, listen, if you want to tell me your brand is Hot Shot Magoo, well then, buddy, go work for E. You ain't deliver the Lord's word like that. I don't know. It's capitalism mixed with that is a really weird
And
thing.
it is, and I think the cool thing about Righteous Gemstones, there was a moment, and hopefully I'm not giving too much of a spoiler away, but there's a moment where they ask the sister, where did you get this money from? And she just cavalierly says, oh, I stole it from the church. And instead of everybody in the room going, gasping, everyone goes,
Yeah.
you've been stealing too? It's like understood. You know what I'm saying? So it's the great thing about that show. It's like it's understood that we know this is a grift. We know but we're going to take it beyond that. And that's, if you haven't started watching it because of our homeboy Tony Cavallari, you're truly missing out. But those are 2 really good shows right now.
Tom Brown wants to remind us that HBO recovered from the fact that they had True Blood.
Oh.
Again,
Is that the
watched
Sookie one?
Sugar.
Okay.
Yeah, that turned into just a mess. I was like, what is happening here?
But it
trying to
made such
remember-
a huge impact, especially in the gay community. I can understand why
Lafayette.
it kept like its reverence. So that makes sense. Yeah, it's True Blood. I think you had the first 2 seasons. I would have like, okay, I see what's going on, and then I was like, oh, okay, this
no
is
longer
no
for
longer
me.
for me.
So that's how it goes. I do want to dive real deep into some Battlehawks discussion.
Battlehawks. Feels like that's
There we go. Little baby hawks.
Well, that's what that.
Little baby
yeah.
battle.
Oh, that's the Junior Battlehawks.
Uh-huh. You send junior Battlehawks into war?
XFL Junior.
Oh, my God.
Oh yeah, we send the little ones to go after the smaller villages.
Well, we'll get into some XFL Hawks, but the real bird I want to talk about at Popeyes. That's right. Popeyes sold out around the country.
That's a good setup.
What's happening?
That was good. That was good.
very
I
talented.
see. yes. I
Switching
like
gears.
it.
It's better than switching gears.
Yeah, that may
man.
be
Switching
top
That
5.
is one of my favorites. Though.
Switching
Yeah.
gears. It is sold out. Very sad day. I think the best tweet I
You
saw.
keep just throwing to that
God,
close-up of the
That's
sandwich.
how freaking delicious is that baby?
Look at that.
Salute to
Staged.
Popeyes. What a moment.
That damn thing has
What a moment.
asbestos.
Hey,
three
hey.
no, for the photo.
Oh.
They put 3 wooden poles inside of it, juice it up with steroids. You ever see how they prop those photos? Yeah. No, Popeye's chicken sandwich is still dominating, still sold out.
What a
everywhere.
run! What a run!
Millions upon millions of dollars in free publicity from social media, everything else. Travis, when will this unprecedented run be over? Like,
It
when
is.
do people go, enough's enough?
It's officially over. According to Popeyes, they are sold out nationwide. It's a wrap. So it's going to be like maybe one of those McRib situations where we'll see it again, but it is no longer available on the menu. It looks like the chicken has flown the coop.
Are XFL games going to be on Sunday?
Yes,
So
probably
we
on
could have
Saturdays, too.
Popeyes in the dome, in the chicken hawk, or in the Battle Hawk.
I don't know if
layer,
it'll be available.
the
then.
nest.
I don't know.
We could do
Possibly.
that on Sundays.
Would it be
Official
funny that a first time a
Battle Hawk?
menu item is more popular than the actual team on the field?
Yeah. Make it the St. Louis Popeyes if they're smart.
That would have been the play.
Well, actually, now it makes so much sense that the team name, if they're trying to go with the kind of with planes and stuff like that, since everyone had always said the Jones Dome or the TWA Dome, the Dome, always was like an airplane hangar.
Yeah, it does.
So
make
that's
sense.
going to be the nickname of the place now.
The hangar.
The hangar.
Oh, I like that. Okay. I'm down with that.
Yeah, it's
You
going to
know.
happen.
No, the chicken sandwich, I saw the best tweet yesterday where someone said as soon as people started registering to vote at Popeyes, the chicken sandwich goes away.
Oh.
All right.
So who's about was there sabotage? Is there a
I'm
conspiracy?
curious. I'm just saying, people were around the country. There were groups going to Popeyes in their communities, registering people to vote.
Yeah.
It actually
As they
worked.
waited in line,
As
yeah.
they waited in line, it was starting to catch on.
I thought it was brilliant.
I thought everyone did.
I'm mad that we didn't go and say, hey, we'll buy you a sandwich if you subscribe to the podcast.
That would have been smart. That would have
Organic
costed like
chicken sandwich
$15,000. But I think, yeah, that is interesting. That I'm just saying, people in my community were registered to vote, and all of a sudden
So-
it's gone away.
Taking away the Popeyes chicken sandwich is really an act of voter suppression.
There we go. There we go. It's like
Man, I am going to get a black card, aren't I?
you are, man. It is like graduation day is coming soon for you, my friend.
I've learned so much
Chris,
I didn't even know.
That's what happens when you study. This is what happens.
I thought you just had to bang a bunch of black girls.
No, that ain't enough. It wears off, just like a sponge.
Oh, I
Gets
like
dry.
white women too.
Oh!
Oh my
Now.
god.
Oh
Now-
boy,
now
you're
you
not.
got it.
Now you're getting on the fast lane.
Oh,
Now you're on a course, my friend.
oh my god.
I tell you what, you get some braids. You braid those bad boys up. It's very possible. Very possible.
Churches get taxed. Communion is going to start being chicken biscuits and Franzia.
It is.
Franzia?
I think when it costs what it costs, you can call it whatever the
Francia.
hell you want.
I left $1 at
Francia.
communion once.
Francia.
Frazia's?
Tell
Franzia?
Tell Franzia you're running late and your mom's going to be pissed that Sunday dinner is getting cold.
Ah, nah, girl, if you don't. Franzia! Franzia! Put some more grease on your scalp and let's go.
Hey, Grease!
Girl, we gonna be late.
You're late.
Franzia,
Yeah.
get down here. Oh, no. You just like your cousin.
Don't bring up my cousin.
You just like your cousin, Merlot.
Oh, let's not lean on that one.
Are you sad? Did you get a fried chicken sandwich?
No.
Too
Not
much
on
sugar?
It's not on the one-a-day eating plan.
You have one cheat day.
No, I haven't. Did make a pork loin last night, though. Thanks for asking.
What?
I saw who was tweeting about it. Abby LaRocco, friend of the show. She didn't get a chance to try it. She wanted to do so for her podcast.
Call him up. Tell him you're Nelly's manager. They'll make you a bunch of sandwiches. Did we talk about that yesterday?
Mm-mm.
No? It was off air. There was a guy, and there's a video of it somewhere. They told him they were running out, or there was a huge line, so he called and said he was Nelly's manager, and they didn't really question it. And then he went in and acted like he was like an intern or something picking him up, and all the people, he wore sunglasses, I guess, in there, and all the people in the store were like, "Hey, tell Nelly, hey," giving them their info. I'm an artist and all this stuff.
Where was this?
In St. Louis, and the inside was closed, and there was a line like 15 cars deep, and he just walked in, and they gave him a bag of 8 sandwiches. That's pretty smart. He paid for the sandwiches.
It's kind of rude, though.
So is ordering a scooter that doesn't follow the governance in Forest Park, but we support you.
No,
I love
that's
millennials.
not rude.
I can't wait to tell my grandkids I had the first run limited edition OG Popeyes spicy chicken sandwich. This has also been brilliant. This has also been a stellar moment for Twitter again. Like, there are certain moments. It is an absolute cesspool 360 days out of the year, but we generally get at least 5 good days out of the year from Twitter where everyone's firing on all cylinders. The Popeye chicken sandwich was a great display of Twitter, especially American Twitter. We truly put out gems, the memes, the GIFs, the songs, the remixes, the T-shirts, the IG posts. This was a banner moment for my generation, and I'm happy we're owning it. Own it. Look, yeah, sure, my great-grandparents, they had, World War II. That was cool. My parents had Reagan. Sure, he did stuff. But we had Obama and chicken sandwiches, and I think that's something we should be very proud of as a generation. We did it. Be proud of this moment. Embrace it. Where were you during the Great Chicken Sandwich Wars? Where were you, sir?
Watching Roy Wood Jr.'s new miniseries, The Covenant. Is there episode 2 and 3 out yet?
I haven't
Coalition,
seen that.
excuse me.
Yeah, the chicken. Was it the
It's
chicken?
just a coalition.
But it was called something coalition.
Oh,
It was like the
within the
Chicken
series.
Sandwich Coalition
Yeah.
or something like that.
It is a. And then happy to chicken sandwiches. Look, burgers they have dominated.
Yeah, I'm still a burger guy.
And
That's
you
the whole
should
thing
be.
with
And
all
there's
this.
nothing wrong with that. But this is good for chicken sandwiches to finally have their moment.
They deserve
Because
a-
everybody came out of the woodworks. All the restaurants decided, hey,
Oh, we can play this.
exactly. So everyone had an opportunity to showcase other facets of their menu. Congratulations to the food industry. Good for you.
Wait a second. Are you suggesting
Oh, I was waiting.
that it's good for the local bar, food, and beverage economy?
As soon as you said that, I was wondering you stepped into it. Oh, yes.
Thanks to the Blues and Popeyes, restaurant workers in St. Louis are prospering. Probably the Cardinals this October too now.
But you did bring up a good point,
Did we
though.
realize that? Did we talk?
The Cardinals
talk about
records.
the Cardinals.
So it's the chicken
I
sandwich
talked
has
to somebody.
gone on the.
I talked to somebody Monday, and they're like, "Yeah, the Cardinals did this yesterday. Didn't you talk about that today?" And they haven't listened to the show in a while. And I was like, "We haven't talked about it forever." Sorry. Yeah, but back to this. Yes, the Blues and Popeyes have single-handedly changed St.
Well,
Louis.
this is not, but it does raise an interesting conversation now. because of moments like this, those food workers busted their ass just to make sure your bellies were full of chicken sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's time we talk about raising the minimum wage in this country.
Oh, here he is.
So that these food
Just
workers,
like he ruined it for the MLS thing, turn it into like this huge social thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, Popeyes. Go ahead. Sorry.
no, look,
Go ahead,
this
camera
is
three.
this is a great moment for our society. These workers busted their ass so your children can be a part of the great chicken sandwich wars. How are we going to honor these soldiers who were on the front line for the past 3 weeks, serving you people who have never even been to most
What
of
do you
these
mean, you
neighborhoods?
people?
Some of y'all ain't never been to most of these neighborhoods. Some of y'all, this is the first time y'all seen more black people in your entire lives. So the fact that it united a city, these workers did that for you. I hope when you go to the ballot box, you think about that moment when you bit into that first Popeye's chicken sandwich. Remember the glory
Where
that
were
was
you?
dancing inside of your mouth. Think about your loins and how it began to get warm and fuzzy. That's what it felt like to bite into freedom. And I think it's time, Chris. It's
go ahead.
time.
It's time.
We give the financial freedom to these workers who were on the front lines for the great American chicken sandwich war.
Milk the chickens.
You can't milk chickens? What makes them so delicious and buttery then?
Ooh, good question. Fair question.
I got all that milk in them breasts. And let me get some of them breasts, baby girl. Let me let me get some of them milkies.
How would you eat the Popeyes chicken sandwich if you had it in your hands right now?
Ah.
No hands?
Wouldn't even touch
No
my teeth.
hands?
Nope.
Wait, how is it?
Ah.
It just now it's bloop,
Nope. Didn't even touch my teeth. Didn't
like
even barely
Homer,
touch
like
my tongue.
Homer Simpson in Hell eating
Yes,
the donuts.
even the donuts. Just
Okay.
every time he just opens his mouth, closes it. More. Exactly. That was a great. I'm looking forward. I'd be like, grandson, I used to do this show with your racist Uncle Chris. Before we lost him in the Great Race War. But
Do I
before
have a
those
flying car
dark
yet?
days,
Do I have a flying car yet?
nah, you did, man. You died in the Great Race War.
But
you
was it
chose
in a
wrong.
flying
You,
car?
you decided to follow General Rogan. I
it.
told your ass, Chris, get over here. Oh man, Rogan got this really cool pod I want to check out. It's the race war, Chris. You got to pick a side. And then I would tell my grandkids, I was like, before your Uncle Chris, before he died by bow and arrow,
Remember when TJ Moe called you Katniss on Twitter?
he did.
Sorry, continue.
But fact is, I can tell my grandkids that I also was one of the first to have the limited edition OG spicy chicken sandwich from Popeyes. And I survived the Great Chicken War. And I'm looking forward to World War II.
Oh no.
What?
Oh God.
I got dark quick.
So ultimately, does Popeyes prosper with this? I mean, is this?
Can you imagine when they bring it back? What's better?
Do you think
than-
a Popeyes employee sabotaged them?
I think Popeyes, honestly.
Cut the lines on the delivery trucks or what?
This was a this is a freak moment, and even in the history of capitalism, because again, this sandwich has been out since May, so I think
Well,
they
not nationwide though.
but a good majority of stores.
Well, it was only recently in that 2
When
week
it started
window here
going
where,
to-
where it was nationwide.
I think they were wise to make it limited. I think they knew they were, and I also don't blame
There's
them. They
no way
weren't
they
sure.
foresaw
wanting
this.
more.
Leave
Leave
them
them
wanting,
wanting
and they've
more.
done just that. Look, this is the hype of this coming back will be bigger than Game of Thrones. Think about 2020.
With a bad
February,
ending?
March.
Too much gristle in it?
Yeah, that's probably what happened too. But this gives Popeyes an opportunity to recalibrate their strategies, because you would have to think, well, what else can we do? How else can we broaden the menu?
Is Chick-fil-A just kind of breathing for a moment here?
I think
Like,
Chick-fil-A is going to also have to take a spell. They're
Are
going to
they
also
sitting
have to
there like,
reevaluate
what's
a few
next?
things. And
What's Popeyes up to? They're silent all here all of a sudden. This is weird.
I
Do you think it's one of those things where it's like, is this like if somebody's got a little something going on the side that they don't want too much light shown on, they let the heat, they can't achieve the most success that's possible because they got warrants.
I think it is.
Know what I mean?
I think it's a situation of, oh, yeah, I really like this sandwich. let's now let's pull back. Let's look at what we did well. Where can we improve as far as being a little bit more efficient?
You can't leave the lady on the bench. That one video I saw.
Yeah.
You can't let your worker
Yeah.
end up like that.
And I think I hope they are taking
where
that
she's
into
just sitting
consideration.
there with her like elbows on her legs, and head
Exhausted.
down,
That's
just-
again
yes.
on the front lines. So I hope that they take the time to consider how they can improve the quality for the employees. How can the because there were some videos. There also was a dark side to this. There were people who were getting completely out of control at some Popeyes locations that were completely berating employees. You should never do that, especially minimum wage employees. So I would hope that now Popeyes can take the time, reevaluate what they want to do with their menu, reevaluate what they want to do with their stores, consider the employees, and I would imagine they're going to come back. They'll probably do, if they were smart, they'll do a Super Bowl commercial in 2020 to roll it out in the spring of 2020. If they were smart. That's how I would
minimum
do
wage
it.
is
But they're not going to mess
$15.
with Jay-Z's NFL.
That's a good question, too.
You're
That's very
boycotting.
true.
Huh?
That's also very true. But I think they do take this time to just build up again the hype, and they'll do probably a more conservative rollout, I would imagine, in 2020.
If minimum wage is $15, then can you berate the employees or no?
Hell yes.
No, I wouldn't.
Absolutely.
I mean, if they're being jackasses, then yes.
Okay.
We doing $15 an hour and you being a jackass, then absolutely.
I'm just
it
trying
does-
to figure out if our etiquette and our how we behave is just
Yeah.
basically on a pay scale.
Eat the rich, right?
Basically.
Yeah, see, it all gets turned on its head.
Yeah, quickly.
Speaking of turn on your head, laughs to turn you on your head tomorrow night. That's right. Sophie's.
Chris, I like to laugh. I like to drink.
Do you
I
like
like
stay
to
out
be
late?
in a very nice artsy area where there may be some fine ladies there. Or men. Where can I go do that, Chris?
What about at a business-friendly time launch? Is that appropriate for you?
I like that.
We've got you covered. Sophie's in partnership with Jack Daniel's Tennessee Whiskey, our very first happiest hour. That's right. We're working it out, everybody. Jack Daniel's is behind us. Schlafly, biggest microbrewery. That's right.
drinking Schlafly, guys.
Schlafly specials, Jack Daniel's specials. Throw that up there one more time. That's Sophie's one. You know who's there, Gardner? You were asking. Meredith Hopping. Kicking it off. Very funny. Nathan Orton, he's getting ready to move to New York. Only so many chances left to see him before he's a bigger star than his brother, WWE star Randy Orton. I never use that, but if that gets like 2 more people to the show, I'm happy today. Jovan Bibbs headlining. He has spent 5+ years in New York dominating. Very funny guy. This is a free show. 3224 Locust. That's where it's our building. It's the .Zac building. Hit share. Tell your friends about it. It's going to be a great time. Jack Daniel's specials, Schlafly specials, 3 very funny comics, and all kicking off. Comedy will start around 6, but specials start around 4 p.m. I know you guys aren't working past 2 anyway, so swing by here. Sophie's Artist and Cocktail Lounge in the .Zac building, Grand Center, St. Louis, Missouri. Very excited about that, by the
love
way.
Jovan
You're going to be
Bibbs.
there tomorrow?
I love Jovan Bibbs.
Answer the question.
Does it have Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
I just have to do a fantasy football draft. That's
No,
fine.
yeah.
I mean,
So
I'll
you'll
I'll
be
do
there.
it. Yeah,
You'll
I'll
be
be
there.
here, but I'm just
You'll
saying.
be there.
Oh, sir.
You'll be there.
I love
Gardner
Jovan.
might even be there.
I love all 3 of those comics, by the way. I am excited for Nathan to get to New York because now I will literally have a famous friend because he's going to blow up once he lands. He's just such a phenomenal comedian, a guy who's already done exceptional work here in St. Louis, and he already has the work ethic. And so, man, he's just going to kill it there. I'm so proud of Nathan. And Jovan, of course, I've
my God.
been a big fan of his for
You've
about-
got 2 people. You got
about
2.5
10 years.
hours.
Javon's been doing it a long
Yeah.
time, and he's a Hazelwood guy as well, so I love him. And, of course, Meredith is tall.
She's very
kid,
funny.
and
also.
she's very
Yeah,
funny. I
she's
love
great.
Meredith as well. So it's come on out tomorrow night at the Sophies.
Well, Sophie's Artist and Cocktail Lounge.
Well, I'm calling it the Sophies because we on a first-name basis, if you know what I
Ooh.
mean.
Okay.
Yeah, I hit that.
No.
The bar.
Okay.
Up top, huh?
No, it's not.
Okay, I tried. Yeah, I had a birthday party there.
Oh, we weren't alerted until 7 minutes before it started.
Yeah, I knew
Gardner.
that invite was coming, though. Yeah, I knew it was going to eventually come, and it came before my birthday, so technically I invited you to my party.
They're early.
He usually does that early.
Shut up, Gardner.
Oh, man.
Well done.
Travis was gone yesterday, so we saved this story. Gardner, your boy Trumpy Bear, was at it on Twitter again.
God bless Trumpy Bear.
Daily Dude.
I haven't played that one in a while.
It has been a while since we've heard the Trumpy Bear.
Let's hear how that one sounded. I can't remember.
God bless Trumpy Bear.
There's that one.
It sounds like
God doesn't care about stuffed animals.
you know who
The
that sounds
Great American Grizzly.
close. But
Send a
doesn't
chill down his spine.
what was the name of Kathy Bates' character in The Office? Joanne, was it?
It was Joe.
Joe.
Joe,
Like, doesn't that lady who says, God bless Trumpy Bear sound like her? Play it one more time if you can, Gardner.
God bless Trumpy Bear.
Sounds just
Yeah,
like her,
there's a
doesn't
little
it?
bit of that. Yeah,
you think she would have been
absolutely.
a Trump supporter if she was in The Office?
Yeah.
Florida.
Joe Bennett.
Joe
Yeah.
Bennett, yeah.
All right.
One more time. That sounds like Kathy Bates.
Oh, play. There we go.
God bless Trumpy Bear.
That sounds just like her.
Beautiful.
That's good. Trumpy Bear, what did he do now?
I am the chosen one.
Oh!
No, we're past that.
I'm about to say that was 72 hours ago.
No, he had a tweet. This was over the weekend, I believe it was.
Was it the
I hereby order.
Here we
I
go.
hear
About China.
better off without them. The vast amounts of money made and stolen by China from the United States year after year for decades will and must stop. Our great American companies are hereby ordered to immediately start looking for an alternative to China, including bringing
Blah, 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 blah.
all fun stuff. So the President of the United States ordering American businesses to consider alternatives to doing business with the Chinese.
How about that whole deal?
Who knew AOC and Donald Trump were into socialism?
Enrique?
What
Hello.
a turn of events. What a plot twist.
So
The
there
President
is
of the United
actually-
States ordering private companies to not do business with the country.
I just figured this would get you going.
That was quite something.
I think, though, and I tell you what, I give his advisors credit because they know when they throw an idea out there what he's going to latch onto, and they're always prepared because they know they're going to have to answer for it. So his response, or the administration's response to the hereby ordered, is that under an emergency clause, if he orders a national emergency,
Aren't we still under one?
I don't know. I think we have like 7 national emergencies currently going at once right now.
Can't keep track.
And so he could then designate countries
There's an
as
active-
terrorist organizations or terrorist sponsors.
You're talking about if he wanted to make this happen?
If he
Yeah,
wanted
it was
to,
a
so he would have to-
Economic Act of 1977,
Yeah,
and then
you would have to show that the country is.
you'd declare a state of emergency. The
Right.
Congress could get rid of it. Congress could deny it, but
Mm-hmm.
it is a thing that you can do. But there's a lot of steps. But
But you're-
this is negotiating.
I don't even know if that's that anymore.
It's
I don't,
his
you think it's
version of
negotiate?
it.
What? Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
if it's that. You think he negotiates?
I mean,
I don't think Trump knows even he's negotiating half the time. I think he. I think someone.
He's just
I'm
trying
not
not
gonna
to get
argue that.
windmill cancer. That's all.
That'll do
Yeah.
it. Well, get those nuclear bombs ready.
I was wondering. Well, there could be a hurricane here soon.
Very true.
Hurricane.
Oh, we should probably mention the melee at some point too.
Oh, what's the melee?
Well, first off, I wanted to know what Travis would hereby order if he could, like a declaration of sorts.
Go on.
If you were just
Here,
had
you
that
think about
ability.
that. I'll tell the good people about Gateway Powder Coating. GatewayPowderCoat.com is their website. You can check out all their capabilities for the #1 powder coating resource in the Midwest. That's right. Travis, you got that big metal Trump sign out in your yard. You want it touched up? Gateway Powder Coating can take care of it. You got a grill, a smoker that needs touched up, some furniture, outdoor patio furniture. You don't want it to be rusty. You want it to look great. GatewayPowderCoat.com. Fast, durable, affordable. Check them out. Say hello to Mark when you head out there. Tell him We Are Live sent you.
I hereby order all Rihannas from Barbados to cook me dinner for the rest of my life.
It's not very woke of you. What if she's a bad cook?
woke bully.
Why would she? Why would you just assume she would be a bad cook?
Well, you get an order, and the first thing you do is to chain a woman to a kitchen.
I didn't say I would chain her. I
Make
just said
her
I
cook
ordered
for
her.
you.
I said I've ordered her to
No,
do it.
that's how-
I've
that's
given
how I
her a
heard it.
command.
Yeah.
That's just my duty as president. I hereby order more chicken sandwiches for the Americas.
Yes, nice.
I hereby order David Harbour, Jason Segel, and Vince Vaughn to hang out with me twice a week.
That's good. That's a good order. That's such a weird but Chris order.
That's
makes
such a
ton of-
fanboy one.
That
That
is
was good.
such a.
That was good, though.
yes.
What else do you want to do?
That was like
Hey, guys, you know us tall entertainers.
It was like a kid tugging at his
Yeah.
baseball cap.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. That was good.
That was cool, you Mr. Vaughn.
Oh God.
Think of the buddy stuff we could do.
Hey,
together.
Mr. Harbor, I didn't think Hellboy was that bad.
Yeah. You guys want to play some pickup hoops?
I used to be able to dunk.
Maybe we do a reality series where we all get back in shape to dunk.
That's such a.
How great
That's
is
the
that?
tone, the way you
Yeah.
said it. I could just. I could
I'm a
like.
performer,
I
Gardner.
could like flash back 20 years for you in my head as you were saying that. I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa, what the
How
hell? I didn't even
excite-
know him then. What
how
the hell was that?
excited would Chris be to take those guys to a microbrewery?
Oh.
Like how
would be
excited that
over.
would be! Like you'd be head over the, like you'd be over the moon.
I would not have the ability to stop myself from like, come on, cheers, guys. You know, this is a good time, right? I would say that every 3 minutes.
How soon before you sell one of them on a
Podcast together?
music or comedy festival? Hey man, while you're here, let me tell you about this cool music
Yeah.
and a comedy festival.
Well, so with Vince, I'd be like, remember that Vince Vaughn's Wild West comedy tour you tried to do and made a DVD out of it? How about we get some funny people this time? And I'll help you with that. Maybe we can do that. You remember that? He had like I don't know, maybe there were some funny people on it, but he did do a comedy tour of that. But yeah, we'd be best friends and do all kinds of fun stuff together. Mm-hmm.
I hereby order President Barack Obama to run for president again.
You can't.
Gardner, you got one? Smoking ban lifted.
That would be it.
Ooh, that'd be the first one out the gate.
Yeah. I was discussing this with someone yesterday because of the limitations they've placed on rental scooters in Forest Park. And I'm
Right.
like, they're trying to say it's safety and all this kind of stuff, but really it's cyclists are mad up because some kids are acting a fool or whatever. It's bad etiquette. Really, they're trying to regulate bad etiquette. They just don't want to say it. And with the smoking ban, it's about health and it's about insurance. No, it's not. It's you just don't like your clothes smelling like smoke. And if you just come out and say that, I'd respect you a little bit more.
Why don't?
So that's really what the smoking ban
Man,
is
I remember
about.
those days where you would go out in like a smoking area and then you'd go and you'd get home and pass out late or whatever, then you'd get up and shower the next morning and the shower would reactivate the smoke on you and the shower would smell like smoke and you're like, what's happening?
I
and
never
it would
would do
literally,
that, but-
you were like,
Yeah. Did you think
Free
what
cigarettes.
Did you think what this has done to the Febreze industry?
That's a good
right?
point.
Yeah, what about,
I've had the same bottle in my closet for a year.
You know what? This has
potpourri
ruined
and breath mint
Febreze. It
industry for the
absolutely-
dads that smoke that their wives don't know?
Yeah, the
Why do you hate the Febreze
I
industry?
ain't gonna lie, Febreze did take a major hit in the kneecaps after the smoking bans.
All because you just didn't like the smell. That was the gist of why that.
Why
that's a
don't
ban.
the smokers then develop a coalition, considering that a lot of states are now moving towards recreational? Why don't you guys develop a coalition with them to bring back smoking in public places?
Well, it's hard to do. I mean, it is an.
But the
industry-
marijuana
it is an
industry-
industry that is forced to advertise against itself, basically. And when you're in that,
Not basically.
you're
They
when-
have to allocate money.
when you're in that situation, it's hard to push back.
Well,
Do you
look,
know who? Remember those commercials? What was that? It was something kind of contrived. What was it called? They had the commercials where it was like quit smoking, and it was like trying to be hip and
Truth?
whatever. Truth.
Yeah.
You know who paid for that entire
Yeah.
thing? Tobacco industry.
Yeah.
That's so wild,
good.
and they still make money hand over fist.
I just wish
and they're not even allowed
I wish
to advertise
they would just
anymore.
be honest about the ban.
Yeah.
It's not really about my health. You don't care about me.
That's true.
Lyda
Fair.
Crewson doesn't care about me.
No, she doesn't.
No, she doesn't care about really insurance costs.
She's really gonna be pissed at you when you see you flying down on that
Yeah.
damn scooter.
It's just about people that wanted to not smell like smoke in a bar. That's what it's about.
Yeah, I think about that more and more because I remember when it was happening. I was like, this is awesome. I hate cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
It is so annoying. I do not like cigarettes at all. But then you start thinking about it, and then it's like, Yeah, even though it's, I think because of the way that they hid, the tobacco industry hid and knew that they were,
Yeah,
killing people.
that's
All that,
an issue.
There's a big swing back on that, so I
Yeah.
get it. But then the more you think about it, you're like, oh, we just don't like cigarettes.
Yeah.
We're not. This isn't.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I don't think people want to take away cigarettes from Americans.
No, they're trying.
I think a lot of people were, and rightfully so, pissed off at the tobacco industry
Yeah.
for,
Yeah.
lying for decades.
Thank you for smoking.
Right. Very good film.
Great film.
Aaron Eckhart's best. Sorry,
Probably.
Dark Knight.
But
Yeah.
why are you taking it out on the consumer?
Because sometimes the consumer needs to get slapped in the face,
Mm.
like the folks who enjoyed the chicken sandwiches. Look, we need a slap in the face. We need to, hey, chill the hell out. Take these next few months to run a few laps. Get on a couple treadmills. And then we can come back and discuss these chicken
Told you,
sandwiches
I'm
in
never
4 or 5
walking
months.
again.
Well, I know that. And that's a whole nother question that we need to discuss
Mm.
at a later time. But the fact is, sometimes the consumer needs to shut the hell up and sit your ass down and relax and stop consuming.
Huh.
You ain't got to consume every minute of your day.
So I heard.
Give something back.
What I just heard is Travis wants to regulate what people buy with government food assistance.
No, not at all.
You want to block the consumer.
I'm saying
from
the
their choice.
consumer needs to relax some days. The consumer needs to sit your ass down and not consume. Because that dependency is why our country right now is so fragile.
I don't
What's
think you
happening?
need to lecture me on dependency, sir.
Oh wow. By the way, we have
So you're taking a 6-year sabbatical. You'll be back. Oh, you'll be back.
Oh, okay.
no, don't say that.
That's not how you,
No,
that's not how you
what
get people
do.
back to the.
God.
But
That's
why
not
not?
what
I'm
you
just
do.
saying. What
Note to self.
What
if
if
I
you
ever
just-
need a sponsor, it's not Travis.
What if you
no.
discover though, drinking Gardner is
No.
like you just turn into the
No.
savant.
Myself?
He's dead.
No, I'm just saying you turn into a savant. You become
We've
this.
tried
Won't.
that.
No, he's a savant of sleeping in parks when he does it.
We've
No.
already tried that.
It's all great minds don't always sleep on a
We
mattress.
have, we have empirical research
Yes.
to say that's not true.
Right,
No?
right. He can afford an apartment. He lives a life. He just brought a scooter. He's gainfully employed.
I saw Limitless. I saw Bradley Cooper
Here's
turn
the
his
problem.
life
Not
around
how
with
that
it.
works.
If I would have continued on that path, I would have been dead in 3 years.
That is
or,
weak.
or
That's
10% more.
that's in your
annoying.
head. That's in your head. You're stronger than that.
It is in his head, and that's
No.
why he doesn't.
No, that's why I see a therapist.
Look,
I'm not stronger than
How
that.
about this? You're
Speaking
right.
of
Let's continue
therapists.
this conversation. Let's continue this conversation after the show with a drink. Let's go to a bar somewhere. Let's sit down. Let's have a couple of shots.
not.
Let's talk
All
this
right.
through.
Let's not.
You
Let's
call
not.
my mom and let her know what happens, and then you feel the wrath of a white woman.
Ooh.
That's right. She'll speak to your manager.
I'm a mama's boy, my friend.
Oh, we couldn't tell.
Yeah. You're going to be in trouble. Dad's in South Dakota right now.
He's 40 and he's telling his parents on you.
But
Mama today at work.
when he gets back,
The black man
Yeah,
came
the black
back.
one.
he was
Yeah.
at Sylvan Lake yesterday where they
Uh-huh.
filmed part of National Treasure Book of Secrets.
Of course.
He'll be at Sturgis at some point this
I
week.
would
And when
imagine.
he gets back, he'll ride out on his Harley too.
No.
You don't. Papa Gardner.
about this?
But here's the deal with Papa Gardner. He won't get physical with you, so you can be okay.
Okay.
But he will speak to you in a way that you will know whatever he means, he truly, truly, truly means. And he will not yell at you either.
He did create sons that actually are shadow figures with this government.
Hmm. True. Yeah, don't forget Gardner. He won't admit it, but he's part of this cleanup crew.
Yeah.
Like, he knows where Epstein is.
You don't get to maneuver the way that you do without having the proper ties. I've noticed a few things. I noticed how you walk about this town, sir.
Yeah.
And now scoot.
Yeah. I don't walk as much anymore.
And I'm starting to put the pieces together. This entire time you talking about conspiracy theories and that culture and the like was all a smokescreen. You've been working for the man from jump. That's why you're so cavalier. This is why you go after this president, so you can project this idea that you're not aligned with this government when you're actually a tool of it, sir.
Oh, what am I, deep state or something? Am I actually Q?
What is under the river de Pear?
Are you trying
Why,
to?
why is the river de Pear
Are you
so
trying to
important
say
to you
that
right
I'm
now?
actually Q? Is that what you're trying to
I
say?
believe that you know who Q could be.
Oh,
It's not so anonymous anymore.
No, it is not, my friend. It all makes sense. And this is
Wonder what the ancient asked.
Anonymous. It's really an ominous.
That was your trigger. That was your trigger. That was like your
wonder
Winter
what-
Soldier trigger when the president said anomalous.
I wonder what the
Anomalous,
ancient,
and then it
ancient
just set it
astronaut
off in a-
theorists would say about it.
Ancient astronaut theorists say yes.
Oh, they say yes. Okay. I say yes to St. Louis Counseling Services.
Nice.
Each year, St. Louis Counseling serves more than 8,000 individuals through our professional outpatient counseling services, mental health services, and programs. You know what those include, Travis? Outpatient counseling, psychiatry and classes, school partnership programs, employee assistance programs, professional training programs, stlouiscounseling.org for more information. And do me a favor, go on iTunes, subscribe to Mental Health Matters with Tom Duff, having conversations, breaking down the stigma of mental health illness and mental illness and mental health awareness all over St. Louis. And you can listen to that, again, anywhere you get your podcast. Gardner, you look like you have something to say before we go to break.
Yes, I wanted to put a melee out there that I posted on our Twitter feed.
Today's Morning Melee.
Here it is. Is the United States more likely to acquire the country of Greenland or nuke a hurricane in the near future? Your options: acquire Greenland, nuke a hurricane. Those are your two options currently. 54% nuke a hurricane, 46% acquired Greenland. That's where we sit
okay,
early
I
on in the
completely agree
vote.
with
Of
that
all the
statement.
things
Completely agree with
Of
that.
all the things that you find to be problematic or troublesome, can we admit that trolling another country that you'll buy them is pretty funny? I think, because it's Greenland. I could see Travis getting upset if it was Haiti for obvious reasons. It's Greenland. I find it to be kind of at least entertaining. If you took away everything else, that's funny.
Well, if you take away his response to being told no, maybe.
I don't want to hear that part. I just want to
I
hear
know
the
you
part.
don't.
I just want to hear the part where
I know you
he's trolling
don't.
another country that we might buy them. Like that's like stuff a professional wrestler says. It is.
Well, and I think you have your answer there then.
I know what this is a P.T. Barnum presidency. Get out of my face.
But the nuke the hurricane is possible because we're too broke to buy anything right now. So yeah, we don't even have the money. Like we have no more limit on our credit card right now.
Well, that's kind of what people said.
We're kind of
when-
just
when he-
stealing things at this point.
When he wanted to buy Greenland from Denmark, Denmark saw his credit rating and was like, yeah.
Here, let us
maybe
show you Siberia.
But there is a strong
Yeah.
likelihood because it is hurricane season. The poll numbers don't look great for Trump.
Well, I think you
the
got one-
idea of nuking a hurricane
Got one
is
coming to
very,
Puerto Rico again. I
Yeah, so that's a double whammy
Dorian?
for him. The two birds with one stone, literally.
Mm-hmm.
God help us. See you on the other side with Dr. Ed from Hillside Animal Hospital. We're gonna play a little game I like to call Dogs on Film. Enjoy your break, and we'll be right back.
Is that a break?
Yeah, we're breaking.
Okay.
We're breaking.
Can we?